All right, so if the market moves in a profitable direction, then yeah, Thomas wants to submit the order. So there we go. So ticks of movement in a profitable direction. So, you know, let's just wait for 20 ticks, right? 20 ticks, close enough. But then he wants to cancel, yeah, if there's some kind of movement in loss here. All right, so let's do ticks of movement in loss. And all right, well, yeah, you want to do 30 ticks. Okay, so we'll make the cancel of 30 ticks in loss, and we'll make the placement 30 ticks of profitable direction. So, all right, there, that should do it. All right, so we just have one order set here, just one entry order. And let's see, it's turn on the auto trader, and let's see, the MACD is above the zero line. All right, so let me move the market down for a bar. All right, so we'll move the market up. So when this bar closes up, we'll get a long signal. There we go. All right, A is in a pending state. And so let's move the market down, and let's see, I think basically the market was going to be somewhere around here. So, all right, so 30 ticks is going to be just over, let's see, 8 bars. Yeah, sorry, just under 8 bars. Yeah, so Thomas is trying to make the point that since I'm not using, I guess 120 ticks, that somehow that's going to change things. And look, no, it's not. If it's going to work with 20 ticks, it's going to work with 200 ticks. It's just a number to the computer, right? So yeah, to the computer, it's just a number. Oh, sorry, and I missed it. Darn. So we can see A canceled. So yeah, A is gone. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so probably at the end of the 7th bar here, maybe the beginning of the 8th bar, we can see order A canceled. So let's do this in the reverse direction. Actually, well, yeah, I guess just for good measure, just so other people can see this. All right, so once 7.5 bars go by in a profitable direction, right? So this is a short signal. So the market is moving down in a profitable direction. We'll see that this entry order goes from pending, and it'll get submitted and filled. Yeah. And let's see here. So, all right, Thomas is saying, let's see if it works. And oh, there we go. So there we go. Our order here, yep, got filled, at the market. Bingo. Good to go. So yeah, I did set it up with a market order, but again, the order type doesn't matter to BlackBird. If you're going to write this into code, all BlackBird knows is that it's just an order that it's canceling. So yeah, it's just a pending order state. BlackBird's, the code is not going to care whether it's a limit entry, stop entry, or market entry. The code is just going to say, oh, is there an order pending, waiting to get canceled? That's all that matters. Yeah, so the fact that it's a market, that I used a market instead of a limit isn't going to make any difference either. So, hopefully this kind of gives you a good understanding of what the place after does, what this functionality or option does, and also what the cancel after does, right? It allows you to really kind of mix and match your strategies. But simply put, guys, really, the place after is really designed for a scaling in type of situation, right? So in Thomas's case, he's trying to use it as a hedging. Yeah, he's using 2 Blackbirds, and he's trying to get 2 Blackbirds to place orders in opposite direction and create a hedging situation. So BlackBird is not designed for hedging. So this place after and cancel after, those aren't designed for hedging. They are literally designed for scaling in based on, unique kind of conditions. But scaling in without actually having to have a live order sitting out there on the market, right? Or, another purpose that you could use the place after for is, say you have bloodhound signals, right? So you're using bloodhound signals, but you want to apply a secondary condition to the bloodhound signal, so to speak, before actually taking the trade. So let's say, your bloodhound signals are, they're giving you signals, but you don't always want to take that trade. You want to wait for some other kind of condition to occur. So the place after, right, allows you, so if we go to the advanced option here, right, the place after, you could use some of these other trigger conditions to place a secondary requirement or a secondary condition on top of your bloodhound signals or your trade signals. So let's see. So I'm just trying to think of some examples, some actual practical examples. Okay. So here's a practical example. So let's say you get a bloodhound signal, but you only want to take the trade if the volatility in the market is really extreme. So that wouldn't apply to a range chart, but maybe you're trading on a minute chart and you want the volatility to be really high before actually getting into the trade, right? Now, of course, you could build that volatility requirement into your bloodhound signals, but let's just say you come up with a generic kind of bloodhound signal, and then with BlackBird you could use the indicator value condition here and say, I only want this entry order to be placed, after the ATR is, greater than 0.75, right? That's 3/4 of a point. Well, on the ES, that wouldn't be much. So if you're trading the ES, maybe you want the volatility to get up to 5 points before actually, taking the trade. We could set both of these to 5. So you want to kind of filter or place a secondary requirement on top of your bloodhound signals, in that you want the ATR to get up to 5 or greater, so you're only trading in super high volatility. I guess that's kind of a practical example of that I could give. As to one of the reasons why you might want to use the place after. So.